Hey there, thanks for joining me for another episode of Blind Buys. Today, we're opening another one of my picks. Last week, I did Mancera's Cedrat Boissé. That was a poll pick, which are all derived based on your suggestions. So thank you guys for all your suggestions and for participating in the poll. This week, I really could not decide too well on what I wanted to wear. So I just kind of picked something out of the lineup that will fit for summer. There's no reason to think that this will not work out well in the summer. It's kind of in the name, you know, so it really should be fine. I already have one of its flankers. Although this is not the main original scent, this is also a flanker. I have one of the other flankers. It's the harder to find, more discontinued fragrance. I happened upon it during work at one point and ended up buying it again as one of the early fragrances in my collection. So I've had that one for a while and have not opened any of the other flankers. I have them all, I believe. So the only reason I have not opened any of the other ones is because they really just take up too much real estate on my shelves. These are the worst bottle designs, in my opinion, ever. Well, ever's probably a bit too far. The worst mass-marketed bottle design possible. These pebble bottles are silly at best, silly and novel at best, and darn right annoying at worst. You've all seen the title. We're doing Bvlgari's Aqva Marine pour homme, and we will cut right into this. There's no more going back. New razor blades, so we're getting nice clean swings right through this. Swing, swing. Very good. There's a batch code on the bottom, 20M98H1, for anybody who doesn't want to wait. By the way, if you don't watch all the way through, you're really missing out on half the journey. I do these first impression sides, and then there is always a fuller review. I wear every fragrance for a few days, up to a week, sometimes even a little longer, and give my full and final thoughts at the other side of the waterfall. So skip ahead if you'd like to see some. Oh, we're backwards if you would like to see that. So this is kind of how it comes out. Very shiny, but the logo's over there. AQVA Aqva. So not my favorite bottles ever, but oh, you can already smell this. These bottles tend to leak. One of my suitcases smells like Aqua Amara. I'll never get that smell out of my face. So 1, 2, nothing on the second. Trash atomizer. Lovely scent. Oh man, this is what you think of when you think of like a marine, watery aqua scent. It really is. Oh sheesh. Very reminiscent of the sea. It's briny. Seaweed working in there. Despite the citrus being listed as the second accord, not super citrusy that I can tell so far. I don't know why I'm putting it back in the box. I guess there's no other better way to store it. I would like to maybe make like a little shelf with some little cutouts, do a little woodworking, possibly. We'll see how much ambition I get. A little bit of vetiver in there, maybe. Not sure. So the main accords on our old Fragrantica cop-out, we've got aquatic, citrus, aromatic, marine, fresh spicy, and woody. Although I don't know how this could possibly be woody at all. Okay, so in terms of notes, we've got grapefruit, neroli, mandarin, and petitgrain on the top. So that's kind of probably why it... okay, yeah, a little bit floral on there, yeah. I mean, now that you meant, I mean, obviously it makes more sense when you have notes to look at, but a little bit more neroli coming out. In the middle, watery notes, seaweed, rosemary, and in the base, Virginia cedar and amber. So this really is just very, I want to say light and airy, although it's supposed to be aquatic. This is, I hate that I can't stand it up or I have like a nice display for it. This is really what you would want to wear like on the coast or on the hottest of hot days on a beach. I don't live anywhere near anything like that. I really can't go to a beach or anything like that. Some kind of crappy lakes, but nothing too great. But if you live near the ocean, this is kind of what I would imagine anybody wearing in that instance. Kind of what I would imagine someone smelling like after wearing an amalgamation of all the lotions and sprays and taking a dip in the water and that salty, briny water and that seaweed on top. Just really nice. It's pleasant. It's not at all off-putting in any way if I make it sound off-putting. It's nice. It's very nice. It's soft and pleasant. So I'm gonna wear this for a few days. I don't see any reason not to. I'm not put off of this, and I think it smells very nice. So I'm gonna wear this for a few days. Check me out on the other side of the waterfall and hear what I have to say about it. Okay, I've been wearing Bvlgari's Aquamarine for a full 7 days. So it's definitely time that we conclude our thoughts and wrap this up for the time being. The perfumer behind this is just a little person, just a little guy. You might have heard of him. Jacques Cavalier Beltrude. Maybe not too famous. Only a couple small fragrances. Versace Blue Jeans, Low DC Pour Homme, Aqua de Jo, M7 by YSL, Imagination by Louis Vuitton. The list goes on and on. Really a standout perfumer. And in addition to doing all those high-profile fragrances, he also did the entire Bvlgari Aqva line. So Aqva, Aquamarine, I think there was Aquamarine Tonic, Aqua Tonic, Aqua Amara. I might be missing a couple, but the entire Aqva line really just kind of must have had some sort of idea and really executed across the line. In terms of batch code, I've got 20M98H1, which gives us a September 2021 born on date. And considering this fragrance came out in 2008, that's a really long time production time. I'm not 100% sure if they're still producing this right now. I would imagine they might be, but I don't really want to say for certain. I'm pretty sure this fragrance is still easily available. I got this off of Fragrance Net for $44.99. This is a 1.7 ounce bottle, and that works out to $26.46 an ounce. Not too expensive. It's on the under $30 per ounce range, so that's pretty good. I got a pretty decent deal on this and can't be too chuffed about it. As you'll see coming up, projection was really not crazy good, about average, 4 or 5 out of 10. It was okay at best. Definitely not a standout in any sense of the word. And for longevity, also needs frequent reapplication, maybe 4 or 5 hours tops out of this. I really didn't get a full work day, and on the weekends I was reapplying maybe every 4 or 5 hours just to get another whiff. And like I said, projection not too good. I didn't get many wafts off my own body. I was generally going with about 4 to 5 sprays, not crazy over spraying. I worked my way up from 3 sprays to 5. 5 seemed about pretty good, but even still not all that strong. This is primarily a fresh aquatic scent, and that's probably why it's not so strong. It's really made for the high heat, and actually really it worked out really good for the weather we had. Not too rainy, not too sunny, but hot and humid. And this didn't get oppressive in any sense of the word. It didn't linger about. It wasn't in my face, and it was not annoying. So it really worked out good for what it did. But if you're looking for something that wants more, you want some more projection, you want some more longevity, this may be not the way to go. It's soapy, a tad soapy. It's kind of like a shower jelly kind of fragrance. It's the seaweed is a bit prominent. It's a bit salty and mostly very aquatic. Jacques Cavalier kind of had an idea with this fragrance, I think, and that was really to get as close to the sea as possible. Perhaps he didn't get enough of what he wanted out of Aqva de Jo. Perhaps he wanted it. Perhaps he didn't get what he wanted out of Bvlgari Aqva. Perhaps he wanted to go even further to the sea, dip his little toesies right in there, and squirm about a bit in the sand. And if that was the plan, that's really what worked out very well for him. I would say that I had a pretty good wearing on this. I really enjoyed it, but in long terms, I don't think that it's going to be one that I reach for super often, just because of it just doesn't really perform the way I would want it to. It might be nice for a hot summer night, or if I'm just tooling around in the yard and want to give myself a little extra perk. But it's kind of hard to say, to recommend that anybody go out of their way. These pebble bottles are really actually kind of annoying. Not in the atomizer sense. This one isn't too bad. It just takes up a lot of real estate on the shelf, and it's just kind of not. It really boils down to the bottle being more annoying than anything. So I guess if you have others in the line, then there's perhaps no reason not to, but so far I would say Aquamarine is not one that you need to go out of your way and get. That being said, you guys, find something that's as unique as you are, wear it unabashedly. Until the next time I see you, talk to you, or anything else, take it easy, you guys. Thanks.